the bustling city of Lagos, Chinedu stood outside the maternity ward, his mind a whirlwind of thoughts. His wife, Adobe, lay inside, cradling another baby girl, their fourth daughter. The cries of the newborn echoed in the hallway, mingling with the distant sounds of the city. Chinedu felt a mix of emotion. He was sad because he wanted a son, but had another daughter. He was also confused about what to do. He loved his daughters, but felt pressure from society to have a son. Inside, he was struggling with these feelings. Months passed, and Chinedu found solace in the arms of another woman. Nkechi was her name, and she bore him a son, Nnamdi. The joy that filled Chinedu's heart was immeasurable. He adorned his son in the finest of baby wrappers, vibrant with traditional Igbo red and black patterns, a symbol of the new legacy he hoped to build. Years flew like the harmattan winds, and Nnamdi grew, but not in the way that Chinedu had dreamed. The streets of Lagos whispered tales of a new armed robber, one whose eyes mirrored Chinedu's own. It was Nnamdi, his son, who had embraced the shadows, leaving a trail of fear in his wake. Meanwhile, Chinedu's daughters blossomed like the rarest ube fruits, their intelligence and grace earning them places beside affluent husbands. They wore elegant georges and coral beads, standing tall amidst the grandeur of their matrimonial homes. One night, on a night painted with stars, Chinedu met his end at the hands of a masked robber. It was Nnamdi, who did not recognize his father in the dim light. The bullet, a messenger of his own misguided wrath, sealed that tragic reunion. In the wake of Chinedu's death, the bustling streets of Lagos seemed to mourn in silence. Nnamdi, now haunted by the ghost of his actions, found no solace in the shadows he once called home. The mask he wore could not shield him from the truth that he had become his own undoing. The news of their father's demise reached his daughters like a cruel storm, shattering the peace of their affluent lives. They gathered, draped in black george wrappers, their coral beads replaced by tears, as they mourned the man who had given them life but not his presence. Nnamdi's fate was sealed by the law, as the evidence of his crimes piled high like the Olumo Rock. The court, a place of no mercy for the guilty, echoed with the Gabriel's final decree. Nnamdi was to face the consequences of his actions, alone and forsaken. Despite the pain, Adobe's heart ached for her son. She visited the prison, her figure a silhouette of maternal love against the harsh walls. She brought him a simple meal wrapped in a banana leaf, a reminder of the home he had once known. The daughters, now pillars of their own families, decided to honor their father's memory in a way he never could have imagined. They established a foundation to educate young boys and girls alike, ensuring that no child's worth will be measured by their gender. As the years passed, Nnamdi's days behind bars were long and filled with the echoes of regret. He spent his hours carving tiny figurines from soap, each one a crude representation of the family he had wronged. The prison walls bore witness to his silent penance, as he hoped for forgiveness that he felt he did not deserve. The Chinedu Educational Foundation flourished, becoming a light of hope in Lagos. Adaobi, now a grandmother, watched with pride as her grandchildren, both boys and girls, learned and played together. They wore school uniforms made from local fabrics, embodying the spirit of unity that the foundation stood for. As fate will have it, Nnamdi's sentence was reduced for good behavior, and the day came when he was released. Stepping out into the free world, he wore a simple worn-out kaftan, a far cry from the lavishness of his past. He made his way to the foundation, seeking a chance to start anew. The daughters, upon learning of their brother's return, faced a storm of emotions. After much deliberation, they decided to meet him. In a quiet room at the foundation, they sat together, their traditional attire blending with modern elements, symbolizing the merging of past and future. Nnamdi, embraced by his family's cautious love, vowed to honor his father's memory in his own way. He began teaching at the foundation, sharing stories of his life's journey, turning his past into lessons for the future. The story of Chinedu's family continues to unfold, each day adding a new line to the unyielding hope for a better tomorrow. The tale of Chinedu and his family is a reminder that our lives are interwoven with the choices we make and the love we share. It's a story that carries on, much like the vibrant culture and enduring spirit of Nigeria itself. As the sun rose over the bustling streets of Lagos, the Chinedu Foundation opened its door to a new day. Nnamdi, once a harbinger of fear, now greeted the children with a smile. His journey from darkness to light was a testament to the power of second chances. His sisters, each a matriarch in her own right, found solace in the unity of their family. They gathered for a feast, celebrating the Nigerian spirit of forgiveness and togetherness. The table was laden with traditional dishes, each a flavor of their rich heritage. Years went by, and the foundation became a cornerstone of the community. Nnamdi's story, once a tale of caution, transformed into one of inspiration. The children he taught grew up to become leaders, thinkers, and change makers, each carrying a piece of Chinedu's dream into the future. In the end, the story of Chinedu and his family was not defined by the tragedy of one night, but by the love and resilience that followed. As Adaobi sat in her garden, followed by the laughter of her grandchildren, she knew that the true legacy of her family was the love they shared and the lives they touched. And so, the story of Chinedu's family comes to a close, not with the finality of an ending, but with the promise of new beginnings. For in every ending, there is the seed of a new story waiting to be told. The legacy of Chinedu lives on, not just in the pages of this tale, but in the hearts of those who carry his name forward. If this story has touched your heart, please consider supporting us by following us or subscribing and sharing this video. Your support allows us to bring more stories of hope and healing to the world. Thank you.